Demystifying the passive voice. Watch out for intransitive verbs. Hello, English language enthusiasts. Today we're going to delve deeper into an important aspect of the English language, the passive voice. More specifically, we're going to discuss a very common mistake in passive voice usage with intransitive verbs. Before we dive into the main topic, let's quickly refresh our memory about what active and passive voice are. The active voice describes a sentence where the subject performs the action stated by the verb, while in the passive voice, the subject is acted upon by the verb. For example, in the active sentence, John eats an apple, John is the subject performing the action, eating. If we turn it into a passive sentence, it becomes, the apple is eaten by John, where the apple, the object in the original sentence, has become the subject receiving the action. So, what exactly are intransitive verbs? These are verbs that don't require an object to complete their meaning. They can stand alone with a subject and still make sense. Examples include sleep, run, die, fall, and arrive. For instance, in the sentence, she sleeps, sleeps, is an intransitive verb, and the sentence is complete without an object. The main reason why we can't use the passive voice with intransitive verbs is simple. Intransitive verbs don't have an object. As we mentioned before, in the passive voice, the object of the active voice sentence becomes the subject. However, if there's no object to begin with, there's nothing to become the subject in the passive voice. For instance, you can't change the intransitive verb sentence, the leaves fell, into, the leaves were fallen, in an attempt to use the passive voice. It simply doesn't make sense. Here are some examples of common mistakes when trying to use the passive voice with intransitive verbs. Wrong. The dinner was eaten by me. Correct. I ate dinner. Wrong. The concert was enjoyed by them. Correct. They enjoyed the concert. Remember, if a verb doesn't have an object, it's probably intransitive and can't be used in the passive voice. That wraps up our lesson on the misuse of passive voice with intransitive verbs. Remember, the key takeaway here is that passive voice requires an object, and thus cannot be used with intransitive verbs. We hope this video clarified this common misunderstanding and will help you avoid such mistakes in the future. Happy learning, and see you in our next video.